All right, guys, we got a good one tonight. Welcome to the second episode of Old School Banter and Bullshit. We had an episode earlier in this year. We spotlighted the old holy name, North High. I can't even call it a rivalry anymore after that episode, but the connection. So let's put it that way. We have tonight a special cast, a good friend of mine, Derek Hopkins, who needs no introduction. Also, Demarr Langford, legendary dunkologist, as we talked about earlier tonight. Two things before we get started here. Flats Landscaping, we're going to throw a shout out to, I believe my co-host last night said, if your yard's fucked up, call Flats Landscaping. So we're going to go with that theme right now. He's been in business for years. They worked hard since I've known they've been in existence. We also have my original sponsors, Sarah Petrozzi out at Four Seasons Nutrition in North Brookfield, 23 Summer Street. Also, they're with Twitches out in Barry, 12 Exchange Street. Guys, go check them out. They do the teas and the shakes. You don't need energy drinks anymore. It's, get your body in, get the right stuff in there, and you'll be fine, man. I haven't tea all day long with these guys. They're doing well. So first, we're going to welcome back Demarr Langford. Demarr, can you hear me? I know, asked to unmute. There he is, and asked to unmute.
Yes, sir.
There he is. Demarr, welcome back.
My guy.
I mean, I've been trying to get this together. I would have done it the next day after the last one, man. You guys were fucking awesome. That episode. Also, as I gotta tell here, so this is show number 24, and you guys are still leading with views, and you blew it away with on my blog, everything. Absolutely blew it away. I would do this once a week if we could, man. But you guys are all tough to get a hold of. You guys are all busy, and. That's good for you. That's a good thing. That's a fucking good thing.
That's true. You're busy too. You're busy too. So good for you.
I'm trying, man. I'm chasing some dreams there. We'll see what happens. You never know. Also tonight, I mean, D, are you there? I mean, look at. Welcome everybody. Derek Hopkins, can you hear us? Are you there?
I'm here.
And I gotta really give a shout out to the fucking background. This is actually amazing. You're built for this, man. You're fucking
ready.
You're always seeing a small piece of it.
You got the camera posted up, so you got the right angle.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He just stumbled into this too. This was an accident.
He stays ready. Yep.
Though. Look at so I've had Rich Gedman on. I've had Rivera on. These guys are fucking legends. By far, Derek Hopkins is the fucking hottest guy to reach, the hottest schedule to fucking meet, no doubt. And he's fucking here tonight.
Hey.
We fucking love it. These two played for Quinsig. These guys ran a championship. There's a lot of history here. I'm looking forward to this conversation. Honestly, I have been all day. I told you, this is number 24, and this is the one I've been the most excited for so far because you guys are fucking awesome. Both of you guys. Derek, I'm not going to mention Little League until it's time because you see what's behind me, right? You see it. That's.
Hey, D, he told me a little bit about this story, so I want to hear it. I want to hear it from the main source here.
I'm not going to do it until it's time. We got so much to talk about, man. This is fucking awesome. I love it. So I actually, I followed you guys. I followed that Quinsig team that you guys ran it with in the box scores. That's real. So tell me a little about where it started. I know. Come on, did you go right to Quinsig after high school?
I did not.
I didn't think so.
I went away to Winchendon Prep School. So I did a year of prep right after North High. I graduated. I went away. I had no idea what was going on. I was young and just crazy. And I'm like, bro, what am I doing out here? Winchendon is the sticks, if you know anything about Winchendon. Yeah. So I didn't know anything about it. I get there. I went there for the summer after I graduated, and it was like a summer camp. And I played against some kid. He was going to Maryland, I'm pretty sure. It's a tall kid, and they matched me up against him during the summer league. I actually I roomed with Tiny Turner's younger brother. Maybe it was Tiny Turner. There's two Turners. I don't know which one. I was roomed with one of them, and they're both out of their minds. The Turners are there, absolutely. But anyway, long story short, I dropped 50 on the kid from Maryland, and then Coach Spinelli, who, like I said, coached my kids at BC, he was like, yo, I'm taking this kid. Like, so he took me, and then I didn't like it at first. I'm like, yo, what am I doing out here? This is whack, blah, 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 until basketball season started, because, football season, all that other crap is first. Then when basketball season started, I met all the guys from South Carolina, guys from Louisiana, and then I was like, oh, this is cool. And then they was all talented. We was talented. We lost the championship by 1 point at Worcester Academy. But, yeah, that was my stop before I went to Quincy.
Yeah, you played high school. What was your high school career?
I started out 7th grade on St. Peter Marion. Mr. Bradley was my coach. He was my coach, as you know, as a kid. And we got to 7th grade together, him and his son, Dave. Played there 7th, 8th grade. I was on freshman. And then basically I was a sophomore, played JV for Mr. Billy Walker. And the head coach was Fran Incato, and he was the coach for my brother, was the captain of his team at St. Peter's.
Yep. So
I was pretty much locked in. I was on varsity as a sophomore. They brought me up, and then they got rid of Mr. Incato. I don't know what happened. I think he either left or got fired. And I transferred to Holy Name. I had everything set up for me, with Incato there. And then a couple things happened. I didn't, I was kind of upset that he left because, my way was pretty much paved with him, having coached my brother. He was a really good coach. And then he left. And then I was there for 4 years playing ball. And then I would have shined. And I ended up transferring to Holy Name, and they already had their team already made up, So I ended up not playing the last 2 years of my high school career, believe it or not. And then my brothers played for Coach Conrad was the coach at St. Peter Marion. And then he ended up going to Quinsig, the coach there. He was a coach there for about 5 years. He coached both of my brothers there. And then the year that I was supposed to go there, he leaves, figures, my luck. And then reading the paper, and, we got this new guy, looks like Kermit Shop, when I was going to Quincy. And I'm like, wow, this guy, I used to go watch his games at Clock. The guy was a legend. He was an awesome player.
Yep.
I couldn't believe it. So I was like, wow, this guy is going to be awesome to have a chance to play for this guy. So Coach Conrad was a real good friend of my family's and me. And like I said, both my brothers played for him. And one of my brothers actually scored 40 points on my father's 40th birthday. And that's Coach Conrad was coach, and they just introduced the 3-point line. He had 12 3-pointers. Wow. It was the record at the time.
Amazing.
So, and then he died in a car accident. And Coach Conrad had a tournament at Quincy for like 5 years under his name. And then the year I was supposed to go there, Coach Conrad leaves. So I'm like thinking, I can't catch a break, Right. So then I did get there, and I remember going in the tryouts my first year. Demarr wasn't there. It was just a random thing where he just got the job last minute and had no players to recruit. So he's playing with a bunch of guys who he doesn't even want. So I was playing baseball as well at the time for Quincy on the Mr. Glowinski on the fall ball team. I was a pitcher on the fall ball team. So I leave practice one day and I go in the gym and there's basketball tryouts. So I'm taking off my sweatpants, my glove, and I'm just throwing on basketball gear because I want to play basketball. So I go in the tryouts with Kermit, and basically I didn't do anything to stand out. I've been playing baseball for 3 months. I hadn't picked up a ball. Basically, the tryouts are over. I'm thinking, I'm probably not going to even make this team. I'm like, I talked to coach. I'm like, Coach, can I speak to you after practice, you know? So me and him sat down after practice, and I had a long heart-to-heart talk with him about the history I had there. And I told him, you know, no one's going to want it as bad as me. You know, I said, you put me on the team and I'm going to play hard and do whatever you say, whatever. I got on the team. So he put me on the team basically as an afterthought. We had really nobody. We had one guy on the team, scored like 35 a game by the name of Nate Rico. And we stunk. So I was on the end of the bench, like a few games into the season, something just clicked. And I just started taking over at practice and just started playing really hard and making him like he can't ignore me. So he had to play me basically. So halfway through the year, I get in the starting lineup and I'm the second leading scorer by the end of the year. And the end of the year, everyone either failed off or quit. So there was nobody left. It was just me and Nate, and Marty was there, Marty Palermo, who played with us the next year, and Louis Ojeda. It was the only 3 people who he brought back the next year. So the last game of the season, we played Becker, and Rashad Mine is on the team. And
I invited him tonight. I invited him, but
we only have 5 guys. So we beat him with 5 guys. We won with 5 guys. And the article in the Telegram was 5 is enough for Quinsig as they taught Becker. And we actually finished the game with 4 because one of our guys fouled out with like 3 minutes left, and we still won.
I never heard any of that, D.
Yeah.
I never heard any of that. Like that's crazy.
Season, so that's how it carried over. And the whole time, Kerm was saying, you know, you guys, you know, wait till next year when I can bring in my guys. So I'm thinking, like, at the end of the year, I'm like, I'm probably not even going to be brought back next year, you know. Then I got invited to a summer league at Crompton Park, and it was like the best team I've ever been on talent-wise. It was called the Sharpshooters, and Kermit was our coach. And it was me, Demarr, Diego McLean, Dwayne Anderson, Tim Ketter, Jay Price, Marty Palermo. We crushed this league. We won the championship by 30 points over Grafton. They had John Kerr from Holy Cross, and we beat him by 30.
I remember that.
That's the Worcester Rocker right there. The Worcester Rock is Crompton, man, old school.
And Kerm's intention was to bring everyone from that team to Quinsig. We were gonna really have a crazy squad, and Sam Ayada was on the team too. And by the time we got to this real season, it was about half of the guys that we had on that team, but it was still a really good team.
All right.
And the same thing happened kind of. He brought in all these guys, and I'm thinking, I'm not even going to play. You know, I really, the season started, and he had so many athletic, talented guys, and here I am sitting here like, you know, I can shoot and hustle, and that's about it. But halfway, you know, maybe 10 games through the year, Jay Price was the starting guard, and he academically ineligible, so he threw me in there like 10 games into the season as a starter, and we just started clicking because I was just shooting long, and when I wasn't, I was swinging it to Demarr and Sammy down low.
Yeah, that's tough, huh? I could have been good there, man. I don't even know.
Hey, what a run though, D. I'm glad we did it because I didn't know. I mean, how long have I known you, bro? I didn't know any of that prior to coming there. I didn't know any of that, bro. Like maybe 1 or 2 things that clicked, but most of that story, bro, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So give me the start. Give me the start of the season. Give me where you guys knew. I mean, you guys ran the board, right?
I mean,
we lost 3 games the whole year.
Pretty much. Yeah. We lost 3 games. Kind of
like a revenge.
Because we was hungover. The games we lost, we was hungover.
No, but it was like Kermit's revenge tour because all the teams we got blown out by the year before when we were terrible.
Right. And I didn't even know any of that either. I'm just going.
We're going against the same coaches. So I don't know if you remember, we had a game. It was UConn at Avery Point. and we were throwing alley-oops up by 40 points just to piss off the coach. You remember that? Because the
that's bad karma.
The guy ran up on us the year before, so we went out there and we just smashed these guys. And
I was trying to do that every game, D-Ball.
He put me at point guard because I remember it. It was like my grandparents' like 50th anniversary, and I still wouldn't miss the game. And I was so like committed to the team. And he was like, D, I remember before the game, he's like, Derek, you're playing point guard tonight. And I'm like, okay. I was usually the shooting guard, and then he put me at point guard, and then he's drawing up plays for alley-oops. I must have threw like 10 alley-oops to you and Sam.
That's automatic.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I see. I didn't know the backstory though to it, but hey, yo, if he's gonna draw up a play for me to go up and get an alley-oop, then I'm all for it.
What other play is there? What other play is there if you're on the court? Any picture I've ever seen you in the paper is you dunk it. I've never seen you.
Well, I couldn't shoot, so I had to dunk. Like I
wasn't going there.
No, I couldn't. I didn't. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. It is what it is. I didn't have a jump shot. Yep. I didn't have a jump shot, but I played defense, and I'm gonna dunk on your head every chance I get. Or I'm going to the rack and I'll make my free throws too. So I didn't have a jump shot, but my set shot was decent. You know what I mean? So
yeah, the 15 mid range. That's
that's what I did have. But the funny thing is, coming into Quinsigamond, like I said, when I went to Winchendon at the end of the season, I broke my ankle right before the playoffs at Winchendon. So now, like I was getting a few looks. I had like St. John's. I had George Washington.
Providence too, right?
Huh?
Providence was looking at you too, I thought, no?
I think so, but I was getting letters. I don't even remember, Debo, all of them, but I was getting letters. It wasn't too many. Like I wasn't high ranked like my little ones, like my little man's is, but I was getting offers. So I was like, oh, word, going D1. I broke my ankle and all the offers went out the door.
Oh man,
bro. So then I looked around. I'm looking around like, yo, what happened, right? So when I came back to Worcester, I had a kid. Then I'm like, all right, well, I still want to go to school. I still love ball. I want to pursue it. So then I was like, all right, but what am I gonna do? Where am I gonna go? I was like, and then somebody had put in my ear to go community college just to keep going, get my education, and then I could transfer into whatever school from there. So then that's why I ended up at Quinsigamond. Like I had no intentions of going to Quinsigamond at all. At all. Like I wanted to go away.
Everybody on the team was like all the best players in the area who didn't have the grades, and we just came together on. That's why I think we got so much attention, because we were like, they've probably seen your name on there. Like this kid was supposed to go to Providence, St. John's. He's playing Quinsigamond.
Yeah.
I mean, Sam. Sam was killing people. I don't know how he wasn't on like a.
Hey, I know. I was oblivious too. I'm gonna keep it 1,000%. Like I didn't know when we was in the championship. I didn't really even know that was a championship game. I knew it was a playoff. I thought it was a playoff game. Like I thought we was gonna go do something else after that. Yeah. And after we won the game, I'm like, yeah, all right, what's next? What's next? Like, no, that was it. I'm like, that's it. And then Kern, he wouldn't give me my damn ring.
Yeah. Oh, but we won the
yeah. What
I was like,
we won the state championship, but then we lost in the regionals to that team we beat twice, remember? And they beat us.
Oh, see, I forgot all about that, Debo. I'm telling you, my memory.
We were up by 15 at halftime to a team we beat twice already, and we ended up losing. That's what knocked us out. We were the number 1 seed. We got knocked out. It was the regionals.
Yo, that's news to me.
You were thinking of the game when we won the states when we beat Roxbury.
That's what I was thinking of.
In the Red Buell Center, yeah, that was the game.
The Roxbury game. I thought that was the end. We played another game after that.
Yeah, we kept going after that. Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, I was in party mode. Like if I would have been locked in, we would have probably ended up winning all of it. And I'm not saying just because of me. I'm just saying I was in party mode, Debo.
Yeah, we all were.
All in party mode, man. Like it was, you know what I'm saying? So
what's great is that I have the 2 championship trophies from 30 years ago behind me, and you forgot about a championship. That's fucking awesome. Like what?
Oh man.
Fan-fucking-tastic. So I wish we could have Jeff Kozik here tonight. I know he's been my boy. What was his dad's you sent me some stuff earlier, Derek. What was his dad's influence on all that?
On who?
Jeff Kozik's dad.
Yeah. He was he kept the camera for us and commentated all the games.
Everything. We wouldn't have footage. We wouldn't have footage.
Yeah, he just passed a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was a great guy, man. He filmed all the games. He was an awesome commentator, as you could see in the clips.
How cool is that when you don't even know about the footage that's out there? And there's a guy, I mean, a million people would love to have every fucking minute. As you get older, that's priceless, you know? To have all that.
We've talked about how many times to getting together. Jeff has like all the footage still.
Right. I got one thing. I got like one game from him.
I got a few clips from his dad, but I don't have the whole games. I remember we watched a couple of them, but he has like the whole season almost.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, Derek, if I had every game fucking filmed from Joe DiMaggio,
right?
This podcast wouldn't even be happening. I'd be reviewing it right now. So don't fucking worry.
My kids don't think I was as good as I really was. So I have to have a little bit of proof.
See those clips I sent.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. With you. They both got national championship rings in prep school, right? So one of them got two. Boo got two.
Wow.
He got one at Putnam and then he got one at Brewster. Kai got one at Brewster, and Kai's is 33-0. So Kai stands on that. Like, yeah, you got two rings, but none of them were undefeated. So, it's a little in family type beef they got going on. But I'm like, yo, I got a ring too. And they're looking at me like, yeah, right. I'm like, yo, I called Kerm up like later on that week. I actually called Louie originally. I'm like, yo, Lou, because I know Lou stays in touch with Kerm. I'm like, yo, Lou. He's like, what's up, y'all? I'm like, I need that ring. He's like, oh yeah, Kerm still got it. I'm like, bro, this dude still got my ring. I'm like, yo, why don't he give it to me? He's like, yo, he's not gonna give it to me. You're gonna have to pay for it. I'm like, yo, I'm not paying full price for it. I'm like, yo, I'm not.
How did we get to be the number one ranked team in the country? Kerm said that we were number one ranked team in our division in the whole country.
I could see that.
I know. I don't understand how we got that much publicity from Worcester, though. That's kind of crazy.
How we got that much, or we didn't get that much?
No, how we did. Like how people. I don't know. It's just like I
think we should have got more, Debo. We was the city for that moment. We was the city basketball wise. So I think we should have got more. But that's just me. Yeah. But like I said, I called Kerm. I was like, yo, I need that ring. And he gave me a little discount on it. I still had to pay for it. I'm stubborn though. I'm like, bro, I'm a college student. We won the championship. My blood, sweat, and tears is on that. And you want me to pay for the ring?
Right. I want to see if anyone's seen Kerm. Like nobody's seen him.
The only one is Lou. I wish I could get him on here. The only one is Lou. Louis talks to him all the time. It's like his dad.
Oh, really? Wow. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, Louis
Kerm was a great coach. So I remember he was the only coach that we'd ever have we'd have practice at like 6 to 7 o'clock, and then we'd all go to Palladium and see Kerm at the Palladium drinking with everyone.
Yeah, he was. And he knew the game. Like it's nothing like having a coach that was talented too.
Yeah, who was a player. Yeah, that's we have more respect for a guy who can actually play than someone who's telling you what to do and can't do it.
Absolutely. I used to tell them though, Kerm, don't you dare smack me on my ass after I score a bucket. Don't you dare. He had a little fruit pie in him. I said, I love Kerm. He knows. I'll tell him to his face. I said, don't you dare smack me on my ass after I score a bucket. I said that to him. After I scored, he called a timeout. I was like, yo, Kerm, don't you dare.
You walked onto that team.
Yeah, 2 years. Well, the first year, yeah, he just came on. Like I said, he got last minute. He didn't recruit anyone that year, and then
second year he made the team. He was
second year. It was only 3 people from the team the year before. Me, Marty Palermo, and Lewis. That's it.
Louis Ojeda.
Louis Ojeda. 3 people from the year before.
Right.
That he kept, but luckily, we had a real good mix of guys that year.
I'm trying to call Lou right now to get him and Sam on here. We need them two on here. Yeah, well, what else you got for us?
Yeah, you played for Sacred Heart.
Yeah. Yep.
And Demarr, you were a Friendly House.
Yep.
See, now did you made All-Stars for Friendly House, Derek? I mean, for Sacred Heart.
Yeah, a bunch of times. Yeah.
Did you guys ever meet there?
No, we didn't actually. I
In
never
those after tournaments, I know.
Yeah. Like I watched Demarr play when he was on North, and I knew of him, and I didn't meet him until we got together that summer.
I see.
I thought for sure that you played for North at one point too. I don't know. I don't know, but other than that, man, we got.
I've been playing my whole life. You know, I did miss the 2 years, but other than that, I've been.
That's what I said. I said you missed 2 years of ball, D. Like,
yeah, I didn't know that either. I really didn't know that.
That's crazy. I switched schools and shit got, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I was discovering things that I never had seen, you know, in high school. I went to Holy Name, it was all new people, you know, so.
Yep, yep.
But, you know, I still dogged everyone on the basketball team on the side courts, you know. We always played, and everyone was like, shit, you should have played on the team. Like, everyone.
East Park? Is that
Blythewood Ave? I take them up.
yeah.
Remember we had like the whole Holy Name team against like me and a bunch of my friends, and we met up at the top of Blythewood Ave at the court up there, and we gave them like a really good game. Like I
remember that court over there.
Yeah.
So how about I think, you know, I just said the Worcester Rucker. Crompton obviously was probably the toughest court to play on in the city, but how many times did you play out in Auburn at Rocketland? That was game all night long, every night in the summer.
I got Louis. 1 second. I got Louis.
You got Louis?
Yo, can I speak to the president?
My bad, man. I meant to call you earlier too.
Oh my goodness. Yo, what you doing? You busy?
Nah, I'm actually just leaving the gym now. I was running a free league for the kids.
What do you drive? You about to drive? I want you to hop on a link for me. I want you to hop on a link for me. We're talking about our QCC days. It's a Zoom link though.
Oh, when? Right now?
Yeah. I've been trying to get in touch with you all day.
I know. Like I said, man, I meant to call you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot you the link. Yo, shoot me. What's Sam's number? No, don't say it out. Don't say it out loud. I don't want everybody.
Yeah, don't.
I don't everybody. Hold on, I'm gonna mute. Hold on.
I can cut it off. I can edit it out. Oh, word. Dude, it's so good, right? I tell you, this is gonna be awesome, man. We got a couple more people coming through too. You know. Dude, is that
my son? I wanted Peter McNeely on here because he wants to hear him say snubby.
Do you want me to, Derek? I'll get him on right now. I swear to God.
No, my son, he's across the street actually, but he was asking me earlier. I sent him across to the neighbor while we were filming, so
I will have a personal.
I might even hit him up for an autograph because my son watches the video and he laughs.
Dude, to be honest, no bullshit.
Oh, he's gonna try to get Swifty too. My bad, I'm cutting down.
Oh, he's not.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
He's gonna try to get Swifty too. I swear on everything, yo. I don't even know where he's at. Where is Prince?
I haven't seen him in over 10 years, probably.
Oh my goodness, just Prince was a wild boy, and then even after Quincy, we was out.
He played the second half of the season with like a broken leg. He wouldn't even. He didn't want to not play.
What is his official background?
That's probably why we lost, I think, in the playoffs, because he wasn't healthy. He was playing on a broken leg, literally a broken leg, like limping up the court. Like he was playing good, but I couldn't believe it. He was playing literally with a broken leg. Like if he was healthy,
Swift was my guy, man. Yo.
Where did he come from, though? What was his official background, like basketball-wise? What's his
Cambridge or something, right? He was from Boston. Kermit
I think it was Boston. I think it was Boston. But Boston? I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you. I'm telling you, it was like a blur for me. Like I was just because I'm gonna be honest with you. In my mind, I should have been in another state playing Division I ball somewhere. Yeah. So in my mind, like it was all a blur for me. So I was there physically, but mentally I was like, bro, what is my next move? I was trying to plan my next move. I was trying to get up out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I ended up going to Worcester State afterwards. And then my whole goal in my mind, when I went away to Winston, I came back and I'm like, damn, and the scholarships went away. In my mind, I'm like, bro, I am not going to school in Worcester. And then that's all I did was going to school in Worcester. You know what I mean? You know where you're from. You just want to kind of get away. You know what I'm saying?
Where did New Bedford come from? Because
so I was born in Brockton. I'm just texting this link to Lou right now, and he's gonna text it to Sammy and text it to Swifty. So I was born in Brockton, and then my mother and my father, they split when I was young, really, really young, and didn't even understand it. And my mom's moved to New Bedford. So Brockton and New Bedford is like here and here. It's like it's like Auburn and Worcester. It's like that distance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then we moved to New Bedford. So ever since I can remember, I was New Bedford. Like I was brought up in New Bedford. I didn't even really remember Brockton. I was so young when I was there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's Lou right there. And so then my mom, she got into a little street thing. My mom got into trouble, and then she ended up getting locked up, to be honest with you, and going away. And then I moved out here to Worcester. My father had lived and moved to Worcester from Brockton or whatever. So I ended up living with him for a few years when I was young. I ended up going to I went to Rice Square, and then I went to Worcester East Middle. And then, so I'm in 7th grade at East Middle, and I'm doing the year there. And then after that 1 year, my mom's had got out. I went back to New Bedford. So I did 8th grade and 9th grade in New Bedford. I went to Keith Junior High, then I went to New Bedford High. And then after 9th grade, my mother had got in a little bit more, and I moved back out here. And then I stayed here the rest of the time. So from sophomore year in North until right now, I'm still here. So Worcester is my home. You know what I'm saying?
You won a championship down there, right?
No, I didn't. Yo, listen, we're not going to make this whole thing about that, but I'm going to tell you, I can keep going on about that.
It's the first story that comes up when you get Googled, man.
Listen. Me and my guys in New Bedford, all we did was play ball. That's it. Basketball, football. So that's how we got good. I knew all of them. I moved out here. I go to North. Diego's with us, like we talked about on the last time I was on here.
Yep.
Diego gets booted off the team by Brace, goes to Holy Name. I am like, we're going to the championship. So I'm trying to get North and these guys to the next level to go to the States. We barely make it in New Bedford and Holy Name. Holy Name knocked us off clearly. And then New Bedford and Holy Name meet. So I didn't see a championship at all. My freshman year, it didn't happen. So they won 3 years, I think 2 or 3 years in a row after I left. So, but I was they say, oh, if you would have stayed, we would have run every single year after that, blase. But I don't want to hear that. Woulda, coulda, shoulda crap.
Again, another one for you that's on Google. That's you, Duncan. That would. I love it, man. I love it.
No, I'm glad you could make it, man. I've been trying to reach you all day. You like the president.
My bad, man. Like I said, man, I meant to call you back. I'm busy doing all this sports stuff. So
that's good. That's what we talking about.
Glad I'm on, man.
So what's your background?
I'll
let him
welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. I'm gonna jump off for a sec. Like you guys do your thing. I'll be back in a few.
Okay.
Who
else is on?
So it's just
Derek.
B-Hop. Where you at? I don't see him. Hold on. There he is.
Oh, yeah.
B-Hop. Yo.
Dude, where's Kermit, man?
Where's Kermit?
I know you know, man. Where is he?
Who we looking for?
Kermit.
Where's Kerm?
Man, that dude's everywhere, man.
He's in Canada. He's in Canada.
Right? He lives in Boston still, or does he live around here?
Yeah, so he has a spot in Boston, but he's in Canada a lot. I stay in touch with him. We talk about probably maybe once or twice a month.
Wow, nice.
But yeah, he's always in either in Boston or Canada. I know when COVID hit, he got stuck out here, and then he was able to get back out there.
Yo, thank you for giving me my ring too. But let me quarterback this since Mike had to go. What was your take? Because Derek has a good outlook on what happened in that year because he was there the year before I got there, and you was too. Yeah, and then he was the year when I got there. So you've seen the whole change. What was your
It was crazy. That first year, me and Hops, we finished that season with 5 players.
I told him, man. Yeah.
Yo, it was our last 8 games.
We finished the last game with 4, though. Remember, we beat Becca with 4. Someone fouled up.
That shit was. Yo, that was my best game.
Wait, was Rashad on that team?
Yeah, no, that team.
Becca.
Yo,
Wait, you beat Rashad's team with 4 players.
Yo, that team was stacked. That was my best game. I had 23. I'll never forget. That team was stacked though. That was ridiculous. We actually had no
team. Oh, I'm never gonna let him live that down.
Oh, he knows. He knows.
I didn't know this. You beat him with you beat his team with 4 players.
Yep, we fouled out.
5 is enough.
Fouled out.
It said.
Who fouled out?
Yes, I think Liam, right? Liam O'Rourke.
Yeah. Yo, Liam was that dude though.
He went the whole season. Cop, I think now.
He went. If I'm right, he had 1 kidney, right? And he went the whole season. He guaranteed. He bet the coach, if anybody gets a rebound anywhere near me, I'll pay you like $5, $10, $20 or whatever. Yo, that dude went the whole season. No one got a rebound there.
He was a beast.
Really?
Yeah, he was a beast. And then we had
Tim Crockett.
Riedel. That's how you say his
name? Nate Riedel. Yeah, he was our best scorer, man.
Yo, he had 50 against Becca at home.
Yeah, he was average 35 a game. Yeah,
he did it the hard way. No threes.
Yeah. Yo, I can't wait.
Yeah. Yo, no threes.
Yo, so you guys, a guy dropped 50 on Rashad, and you guys beat him with 4 guys and another guy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let him live this down.
Get him on, D.
I'm not gonna let him live this down.
Yo, but that season, right? Our first season,
Rashad was invited.
Oh,
Rashad was invited personally.
So obviously, that was our first season. That was Kerm's first season, and actually, that was my first season ever playing. And we started off all right. We had a good team. We had like 12 dudes, and you know, junior college basketball. It ain't easy. A lot of people think it's easy, but it's not easy, man. There's a lot of distractions going on and stuff. So we, like I said, we finished with 5, but the same dudes came back. It was me, B Hobbs, Marty. And I think that was it, right? Us 3.
Yeah, 3 guys from the year before. Yep.
Us 3 from the year before. And
y'all
then
good memories. Y'all have good memories, man.
Yo, that first game.
You don't even remember championships. Yeah, I mean, because you've been to too many. That's
yo. But that second year, man. Again, it was all new to me because I only had played that first year. I knew who we had coming in, right? We had, you know, Demarr, Sam, George, Prince, right. And you know, right from day one, we were old school players though, right? We listened to the coach and whatever he said we had to do. Yeah. Although I ain't pointing no fingers or elbows. There was one dude, 2 dudes that always wanted to say something back to the coach and challenge the coach. And I'll never forget that day we left one of the guys.
Which was, I know Swift was one of them. I think I might have been one of them too.
You was one. Yeah. You showed up, man. And I was so I ain't lying, man. I was so mad at Demarr because Demarr played the 3. And when you play the 3 and Demarr and coach's offense and defense, you had to do a lot. And we played this 1-3-1 defense it was real different. It wasn't like a 1-3-1, but it was a lot of teams had a tough time with it. But Demarr was like, he was the anchor. He had to be up top. He had to go down low everywhere. And his ass thought he could just show up with a ride, and coach didn't play that shit. You wasn't on the bus. Your ass ain't playing. So he showed up, had me playing the 3. Yo, I was so mad after that game. I was so fucking tired. Sorry for swearing, but yo, everything. My body was hurting me, man.
I was wondering why you was mad at me. I'm like, what I do?
We was in shape. We played, but
oh shit! Right there. This is awesome.
Wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute, fellas. I gotta get this off my chest. Let me get. Wait, let him log in. Let him log in for us. Oh, Rob. Wait a minute. Before you go,
motherfucker better not have been talking shit about me.
I wouldn't let that happen. Right the fuck down. I would not let that happen.
Wait, Mike, I need to know this, Rashad. I heard something.
Mike, you let that old dude shit on me before.
Wait a minute. I heard something.
Rashad, I didn't even. That was way back. And
Rashad, I heard something that I've never heard before.
You know this,
and I need you to clarify this for me.
What?
So they was at Quinsig when I went to Winston, so I wasn't there yet. They were at Quinsig. You was at Becca. They're telling me they beat you guys with 4 players.
They didn't beat us. We smacked them. But
look at fucking mad. Hey, look at how fucking mad.
They did not beat us. We smacked them. But I'll tell you one thing. They had this fucking kid. They had this kid. His name is Nate something. That motherfucker had like
50.
Yo, he was a
50.
monster. He had like 42. But you guys got beat by 40.
Second game we beat you. We had 4 guys at the end.
Yo, Rashad, you know you my main man, dude. That was my best game. So I ain't gonna lie, and I ain't gonna forget.
You guys beat us.
Scored 20.
With 4 players, they told
and we fouled out.
Wait, Louis, you scored 24 points. You ain't never scored 24 points in your life. What the fuck are you talking about?
You
ain't never scored over fucking 12 points in your life.
Yo,
I was a monster at backup.
And I hit 12 free throws. Dude, you guys were hacking the shit out of us.
Yo, listen, right? Check this shit out. At Becca, I was a fucking monster.
You were. I'll give you that.
I don't remember them beating us by fuck. I don't remember Quinsig ever beating us. The best team Quinsig had.
Here we go.
The best team Quinsig had is
I'm
when
going to get the papers.
Oh, you guys played there, but you guys beat us with 4 players. Lou, what the fuck?
We had 5 players. We finished the season with 5 players. Our last 8 games, we had 5 players. Yeah. We finished that game against you guys. We had 5 players, and 1 dude fouled out, and we still won.
I don't remember all that.
5 is enough for this.
Hey, I got a bad memory too.
I'm not co-signing that because I don't remember that.
Listen, me and B Hop ain't gotta lie about this, man.
It was in the
telegram. You guys do. Yeah,
we don't.
Telegram.
Yeah, you do.
Rashad, who else was on that team?
D-Hop got the Hey, listen, D-Hop got the telegram for everything. You don't have that?
I still had the article cut out. It said 5 is enough for Chiefs as they beat Becca.
Hey, go find it. That's the only way I'll believe it because I don't remember that. Every time I remember playing you guys, I remember we whacked your ass. But I do remember that kid.
We played you twice, though. We played you twice. You think you crushed us in the first game.
I remember smacking you guys both times.
No, you beat us at home.
The last game of the year, we beat you.
Yep, you beat us at home.
Yeah.
Did I play?
He was hungover.
With 4.5 guys.
Nate beat you guys by Nate scored 50 in the first game, although y'all beat us.
Me, Nate, Louis O'Rourke, and who was our 5th guy? Oh, Tim Crockett.
I played.
Guy was like 6'5".
I played.
300 pounds, our center.
Yeah, you played.
Listen,
I
played in that game.
You played.
Get the fuck out of here. Yo, you guys set this shit up before I even got on here. You guys was texting each other earlier.
I couldn't believe it when I heard it. I couldn't believe it when I heard it. So I had to get you on here, bro.
D,
no way.
I was
no way.
torturing motherfuckers at Becca. I was torturing motherfuckers at Becca. I don't remember that, but I do remember that motherfucker Nick they had. He was a monster. Let me show you the no up and coming baller right here. See what's up, man.
There it is.
That's my guy right there, boy.
There's another minor right there.
Yeah, minor, major problem.
Say hi to, look at you got D-Hop. Say hello.
Sup.
Let's see. Let's go to the next person.
Get all deep all of a sudden.
Demarr, there's Demarr. Hold on, we got somebody else. I want to show this other lion ass Puerto Rican. Come on there. I want you to see him. Where's he at? Yo, why can't we all be on the same thing like usual?
I think you have to do it on your phone. You have to set it like that, whatever.
Oh, my he needs help.
It's the view you have it on.
Oh, I don't know none of this shit, bro. You guys, I'm surprised I got on here that easy, that fast.
Yo, we trying to get Shemi Addo on here. We trying to get Swifty on here. This is the QCC, but I had to bring you on because they said they smacked you with 4 guys, and I'm like, bro, not my guy.
Nah, oh, there we go. There we go.
Yo,
one more time.
I ain't gonna lie though. That team you had, you guys were stacked, and we had no business beating y'all. But for us, it was the last game of our season, and I just think we just got the best of y'all that day because I remember you had that lefty too. There was a lefty on the team.
Sean Devon.
We were just talking about him.
Yeah, we just talking about him the other day.
He could shoot. And then I think you guys just started arguing with each other because it was one of those games that, like I said, we shouldn't be winning, and we just got the best of y'all that day.
Yo, honestly, God, I don't remember it. Maybe it did happen. I don't know. A lot of shit happened in those last 25, 30 years.
Yo,
but I know one thing. Yo, I went ape shit at Becker, bro. You know what's crazy? So I would smoke a joint before every game, and I thought I was Penny Hardaway or somebody. Yo, they say, oh, you can't, they would be like, oh, you can't blaze or whatever in our dorm rooms. Bro, I used to blaze before the games. Bro, I would go in there. I went in the game. I don't know.
That was a North High tradition. You took that from North, man.
I had to. What else? The fuck? Yo, let me tell you something, right? We played against a mob. We played against Mitchell, who had one of the #1 teams that year, and Mount Ida. Mount Ida. Ooh. Yes. But, yo, I was giving them dudes the business, bro. No bullshit. I was torching them. Yo, you know, it was so crazy, D. I was averaging like 2 dunks a game, bro. I was torching them. Yo, I swear on everything, on my kids, bro. I was going ham. But, yo, let me tell you something, right? We had this drunk-ass coach. His name was Dave Egan, right? Yo, he would be sauced, right? Yo, check this shit out. He would be sauced up, so he'd be like, fuck it. Just call whatever plays you guys want. Because we had a point guard. He was from New York. His name was Al, right? He was from Brooklyn. He was nasty. And we had this other kid named Dana Haywood out of New Bedford. Remember? I told you, Dana Haywood.
No, Dana.
We had Kenneth Lawhorn. Lawhorn, he was from Cromwell. He played in the States against Marcus Camby. And we had this other kid called, he just actually is crazy because Gump just died a couple of years ago in a motorcycle accident. Well, no, he got his leg cut off in a motorcycle accident, whatever. But yo, we had a mob, bro. We had 3 7-footers and I played center.
What?
3 7. Well, my cousin Jeff ain't a 7-footer, but Jeff's 6'7", 6 whatever. Bro, I played center. But D, man, it was crazy. I wish, yo, you know what? I wish I would have went to Quinsig though, because it was like Becca was too much. Yo, I just needed to be home. I shouldn't have been on campus, bro. I made a mock.
Then you would have played with us the next year.
Yeah.
After the year.
I probably would have been gone.
Oh, you would have been gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
but
man.
That was one.
That
had one of the best. But yo, this white kid, Nate, whatever his name, I don't know what the fuck this dude D scored. Yo, this dude D.
What was like shooting threes?
Almost like
or
no threes.
We played in a couple 3-on-3 tournaments with him, Demarr.
Yo, D, he was tough. That's one thing I do remember about that kid was tough. I don't remember the beat me. Honestly, it could have happened. I don't remember it. I don't remember that. You know what I mean? But we upset some big teams that year.
Word.
We upset some real good teams. You know what I mean?
We talking rings and things. This is my only one. So
that second year, like I said, we went B. What did we go? We went. If I'm right, we went 3-18.
Yeah,
that first
we lost 3.
Yeah, we won 3 games, I think. Yeah.
We went 3-18, and then the second year
we lost 3 the next year.
Yeah, I think we lost 3 the next year.
Yeah. We
I was going to those games.
Like I said, Kern came in. We had those new guys. Remember, he had us in the pool.
Yeah,
he had us doing workouts in the pool and stuff. Dribbling the ball in the pool, running up and down.
That guy right there is different. I remember he always said that. Demarr, check this out. He said Demarr was better than Zach McCall because Demarr played defense. That's what a lot of people don't realize. Like, people say whatever. You can say whatever about whatever, but this dude's defense was sick. Yo, his arms reached on both sides of the court, bro. Yo, I used to love it. I'm like, oh, this is easy. This is cake work. Yo, this dude's defense was crazy. That was the best aspect.
We used to play on the front of the full court press and we'd kill people.
Yo,
what's that kid?
Press, man.
I know.
What's that kid? What's that kid that played for Doherty, Lou? The white kid that can shoot, Scott something Hoffman or something. What's his name?
Scott Kaufman. Yeah.
Kaufman. Yo, I remember he threw a 3. He shot a 3-pointer and cut his shit in midair in the Christmas tournament. He was like, "What the fuck was that?"
Yo. I cuffed it, Rob.
He was like, "What was that?" He looked over at his coach. What was that? He was like, "Yeah." But no bullshit. That year, Quinsig, after that year, that team was not even fair.
Right.
Yo, after when we even that state championship game, I'll never forget that shit. I'll never forget because I showed up late. And
what was it in Rhode Island?
Reggie.
It was
at
Springfield Tech. It was at Springfield Tech.
Was it Springfield Tech? Did we
Yeah,
play
and then the
Roxbury?
other
No,
one-
we played Roxbury, right?
We played Roxbury at the
regionals.
Reggie Lewis Center. Yeah.
We would play them there, but we played
We
at Springfield
lost.
Tech for the state.
Yeah.
We lost the regionals at Roxbury. In Rhode Island.
Yeah. Yep.
So that state championship against Roxbury,
was in the
we were
Reggie
battling
Lewis
back and
Center.
forth. Yo, they were up probably 12, 13
10
with
with
like
2 minutes left. Something,
with
right?
like 2
Yeah.
minutes left, and we were straight pressing because Kerm had us. We were track stars.
Right.
This fucking dude had us running all the time.
Right.
So I'll never forget because, like I said, I showed up late, and I said to myself, I'm like, yo, this dude left me. And I was getting ready to go home. I said, let me go down to the other end. And sure enough, he was down towards the other end where Papagino's is. He was at that end. And I got on. I didn't say a word the whole time that I was riding because I know he was pissed. So when we get there, we're battling. And we just, because we split the series. We beat them at home, and they beat us at their house.
Yeah.
So then when we played them there, it was like we already knew each other.
Oh, Roxbury had a good team.
Yeah, they was a really good team. And then the last, like I said, last 2 minutes, we were down 13, and we just went on like a 16-0 run. It was crazy.
Yeah, that
Crazy.
was awesome.
You know, we got footage of all that too.
I think I got the tape. That's the one I asked Jeff for. I'm like,
Sam,
yo,
Sam has my tape, and I'm gonna go to his house. He has the tape. I let him use it, and I should never let him use it. He has it.
You can't give those up, man. Those are June. Yo, we didn't have footage back then. Like, no, there wasn't no cameras back then. There wasn't no social media back then.
Yo, Korzik has it all though. We gotta get it from Korzik.
I know. That's where I got it from.
Jeff Korzik?
Yeah,
that's Jeff Korzik, right?
His dad recorded all the games.
I remember Jeff Korzik.
Yo, you want to hear a funny story with Jeff? So
Yes.
Jeff would always go out. This kid didn't give a fuck. He would always go out. It didn't matter what day of the week he'd go out. It was a Friday night. This fucking dude was out, and Kerm was like, "Nope, make sure you practice in the morning." So this dude's he's out. Kerm goes out. Kerm sees this dude. He doesn't see him. So the waitress goes up to Korzik and says, here's a drink. He goes, where'd you get that from? He goes, the gentleman at the end of the bar bought it for you. He looks over and it's Kerm.
Oh, no. I remember he used to be throwing up in the layup lines.
Yeah, remember that shit?
He'd be running laps to stop practice, and he would be in the basket throwing up when we're running around the court.
You know how many games I was hungover at though, bro? It was bad, bro. I got a picture. I think you sent me the picture, D, where somewhere in the, we used to shoot free throws before the game, like so we just lined up and then we'd just take turns and go around and shoot free throws right before the game started. I'm like this.
Yeah, Marty was shooting free throws. Yeah,
I'm like this, bro. And I know I'm looking at the picture. I'm like, yo, my head is banging right now. Like, yo, we played through so many hangovers over there, bro. It was bad, bro. But
yo, Marty used to drink that biofuel shit too. Remember that shit? Shit was like oil.
Yeah. What happened with the accident? Was you there when they got into the accident on the bus?
Nah, that was the second year. That was the year I was gone. That was Prince's second year.
That was with Rosé. That was with Roz, right?
What do you mean that was the second year? Oh yeah, that was after you guys.
Roz was driving.
I guess so, because I missed the bus that day. It was crazy.
Again, you missed it again.
Roz closed his eyes. They said Roz closed his eyes.
Did he? He probably did. He probably did though, Rob.
That fork that comes in Rhode Island, they said he closed his eyes.
You know when you about to hit something, he probably did close. You know when you about to hit something, he probably did.
Who was our assistant coach with the flat top?
Oh yeah.
How you know the about hitting something?
I have my share. wait, Rod. I know you ain't talking. You used to hit shit on purpose.
Never. But yo, I have a perfect driving record. Matter of fact, I caught my first ticket in 20 years last year, bro.
That's because after you hit somebody, you get out the car like this. Like, nothing happened, right? Right.
We good? We good, right?
Yo,
we good.
Hey, Demarr totaled every car he had from the day he was able to drive until now. Yo,
you don't know though. See, this is the part you don't know about that. That was my strategy because those cars were on their way out. So when I totaled them, I got the total loss, and then I got a new car. See, you don't understand my strategy, bro. You guys gotta keep up.
Oh my God, that's funny as shit. Yo, where's Mike at? Mike left?
No, I'm giving you guys your time, man. Yo, you can't have too many people on screen, man.
Just be taking breaks.
I'm not trying to bring you a fucking. You know,
but I gotta say something though. I really gotta say that first of all, I'm glad we're doing this.
Right.
We don't get a chance to meet up as much as we want to, but you know, like I said, I only played 2 years. That first year was a learning curve, but it was fun. Right. That second year, man, I always think back to that, man, because that's that brotherhood that a lot of these young folks, a lot of these kids don't understand that. You know, it's like
why we won.
Yeah. We listened to our coach, we played hard, but you know what? Like I think about like Prince with his background, where he came from, like how we all just came together, and it didn't matter. It did not matter who was going for what, right. Who had the most points, who did this, right. Who did that. Like we made that extra pass, we made that extra box out. Like George.
That's one of the best Quincy. That's one of the best Quincy teams they ever had, man. No bullshit.
I agree.
Oh yeah.
Who was better?
In all the years I know.
Yeah.
They've had some really good squads, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Top to bottom.
No, they had a squad one year with Jeff Bailey and them that was sick too. They had a squad one year that went to the national too with Jeff Bailey.
Yeah, there was another. What was that
coach?
Conrad.
Yes.
Conrad. What was that coach name?
Conrad.
Yeah. They had a really good coach. They had a really good team. But I still don't. I don't think that team was. I don't know.
Prince was one steal away from a quadruple double, man. That dude was a monster, man.
Yeah.
Yo, Prince was an animal. No bullshit. Prince was an animal.
He played the end with a broken leg. If he didn't have a broken leg, the second half of the year, we would have probably won.
Yeah, that car accident, right? Yeah. No. Yeah. You're right. Doing that. Yeah. You know what happened? Because we played balls to the wall. I dove. It was in the state championship game. We got that film on it.
Yeah.
He's going for the ball. I'm going for the ball. And like we just don't know no better back then. We just all dove for it. I fell on top of his leg, and he was underneath. I think George was underneath him, so he kind of got like we just kind of like.
I remember in the regionals, he couldn't even walk. He was
George, the animal steel.
Yo, George was
a monster, bro.
George was different too.
Yeah,
he used to pick me up in this little ass car, right? And there was one time we're driving to the game. And everything just starts dimming out, all his lights and shit. And I'm like, George, and we're going up. He fucking went up George Hill, that big ass hill downtown. He went up that hill with his little ass car. I'm like, yo, what'd you do that for? He's like, oh, it's a shortcut. You know, George, sometimes you just do some crazy shit. Yo, we barely made it, man. We just made it up to the Quinsig, and then we just rolled down to the end of the parking lot and made it in time for the game. All his lights were just turning out. It was like dimming out. It was like barely gonna make it and shit.
Funny thing is, I didn't dislike George, but I didn't like him. He was a Doherty guy, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really rocking with him at that time. But when we got to Quincy,
that's what I'm talking about. Yo, in the high hate. That's what
that's what I'm saying. Like,
yo, let me tell you something. Those Doherty guys, yo, let me tell you about those Let me tell you, bro.
I'm trying to get him here. I'm trying to get Keith. I'm trying to get anyone. Let
me tell you about those Doherty dudes, right? They always thought they were better than us. Like they thought they had a chip on their shoulder, especially that fucking Robert Evans and Kenny Williams. Yo, and the thing was, it was like the only thing that sucked about that is, yo, you imagine if we had like 2 or 3 high schools in Worcester? I would have never played basketball, bro.
That's what I always said, bro. That's what I always.
I would have never played.
Yeah, the talent spread out, man.
Yeah. So it was like we all played at the boys' club together. And then we had to play against each other in high school.
That's the problem with Worcester.
We was whooping.
I love Worcester.
We was whooping Doherty out too. Hey, yo, you know, I see Coach Walker. Derek, all the time. He trains at my gym. Him and his daughter and his son, right?
Who's Coach Walker?
Yo, he talks so much shit, yo. And I was like,
where'd he coach?
Huh?
Where'd he coach?
Walker. That coach for St. Peter's.
Billy Walker. Yeah, that was my old. Yeah. Why?
He trains at my gym. He trains at the gym. Yeah, he works out
what's up when you see him?
I will, man. I see him all the time.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, just like Brad. Yo, no bullshit. Brad Mancini, I swear to God, Brad makes me want to kick his ass every time I see him. I love him, but he makes me want to kick his ass. He is out of control. And then
he was good though.
Yeah, he was.
He was like, I scored. He goes, I scored 28 on you. I said, you guys lost by 28. I said, Brad, just don't
do it.
Don't get it, you know.
But I always said that, Rashad. That's a good point. I always said that if Worcester only had like 1 or 2 schools,
that's
2 high schools, bro, we'd be in the state championship every year. Every single year. There wouldn't have been a year that Worcester wasn't in the state championship with all the talent out here.
Yeah,
the problem
no doubt.
Right out. I moved here from New Bedford, 1 high school. Why do you think New Bedford was always around the state championships?
Brockton too.
Brockton, the same thing. 1 high school.
Yo,
it's like a college.
I'm gonna jump off. I'll be right back. I got Prince calling me. I'll call you right back.
All right, try to get him on. Yeah. So, yeah, man. But that's the problem with Worcester, man. School wise and basketball, all the talent's so spread out. There's so much talent, and then the other thing is nobody gets looks. Nobody really gets looks like that. And a lot of people say, you know, Demarr, you sent your kids away. You should have kept them in Worcester, blase. But I witnessed that for myself growing up. Like, yo, you know what I mean? I felt like I was talented enough, and I seen people around me that was talented enough that could have made it, but never got looks. So I'm like, bro, why am I going to put my little mans through that? If I could teach them from something I did wrong, I see, then yeah, I'm going to get them out of here and give them a chance.
Hell yeah.
So it just doesn't.
They got AAUs, man. That's where it comes from, man. You know?
That too, AAU, but it just sucks that the high schools. It in a perfect world, it would be dope to keep the kids here and let them play high school here, and even public schools. Never mind, Holy Name and whatever. But it would be nice to keep them in the public schools for the promotion of that, and then colleges come here and see that Worcester got super talent. But it never worked out like that, man. It's just too many high schools. They're not going to come for one kid over here at North. And you know what I mean? If they're going to make a trip to Worcester, they want to see all the talent in one gym. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll tell you, so one question I had after last show that we did. Now, you guys, public school, did you have a hair across your ass because JP recruited? Do you think they actually recruited? Because I do. I mean, it's a known fact, unwritten rule, kind of. But did you guys ever look at that? Like, that's why they won or that's why they advanced? Because Singleton years, I know that was after you guys.
JP, Holy Name.
JP Rashad.
Oh, yeah, but all the Catholic schools can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
St. John, St. Peter's, Holy Name, they all could do that. So it wasn't, you know, we had to rock with what we had, basically. But you know what? I don't regret none of it because guess what? All of them that recruited, we gave hell.
You killed it. You guys crushed it. But you guys were look at South. I wish South was like that, but you guys were I don't know though. Both was also fucking up there too with Tyshawn and Sammy. They were young.
They were younger though. They like after we left, they had their run. I mean, but they were younger. Even though when they gave us fits too, because Tyshawn was super fast and Sam was just oh my goodness.
There's my brother.
And Sam was just a freak athlete. So, but they were younger. They were younger when we was rocking. So we kind of gave them the business when we was rocking.
There he is. There he is. There he is.
I'm gonna let you guys do the thing again.
Hey, yo.
What's good, man?
What up, D?
What's good, man?
What up, D? Yo, first and foremost, son, congratulations on your sons. Boy, I be following you, man. Congratulations, bro.
Appreciate it. You know, we got ball in our blood, baby. You know,
hey, I don't know who nicer, you or her, nigga. Let's keep it a buck, nigga.
Her.
Hey, yo.
She nicest.
Yeah, they don't understand the bloodlines, man. The bloodlines is fucking crazy. We used to go watch her play, nigga, at halftime. Yo, that's crazy. We used to go watch her play. So I'm like, yo, she about to get 30. Hey, yo, let's keep it a buck, nigga. She was fucking a monster.
Man. Where you at right now? I'm
in Orlando, man. I've been in Orlando since I left Worcester, man. I'm in Orlando.
Say less, man. Yeah. Oh, you look good, man. Good to see you, dog.
Nah, man. Yeah, I'll be following y'all on the low. I just spoke to Black like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I just spoke to Black. We talk like once every 6 months and shit. I gotta make sure he alive. Yo, hold up.
I'm glad you.
I gotta say something about Jim Black. Yo, Pete. Yeah. Remember when Coach said we need to be at the gym by 5:45? He said 5:45. And this dude showed up at 6:45. Hey, yo, arguing with the coach. Yo, any Jim Black story is fucking hilarious when we was at Quinsigamond, man.
Yo,
That
we're in the
shit
layup
was
line,
hilarious,
and this dude
man.
walks in, getting ready for the game. Like, dude, you're an hour late.
Yo, that shit.
Any Jim Black story in life is fucking hilarious.
Yo, fucking Jim Black was the funniest, blackest Dominican I ever met in my life, nigga. To this day, I'm like, yo, how the fuck did you get the name? Remember Kerr Maxim, how you got the name Jim Black? Hey, yo, man, Black's a funny motherfucker, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. It was fucking Demarr, Black, and Rashad, man, that took me in when I got the Worcester, bro. It was funny, man. We go to the Y.
Yeah, those are the last people you should have hung with.
Nah, man, I say true to myself. I never left. I was always just saying, I never hung with anybody, to be honest with you. I stayed, like, if it wasn't, nigga, Black was on, hey, D, huh? Hey, yo, D. You didn't know D was in the room? Hey, yo, D, huh?
Nah, because you can't see. You can't see it because it's taking turns.
Yo, this nigga, Derek, let me tell you about Derek, nigga. Derek was fucking every black bitch I could sing, and we didn't even know about it. Hey, yo, D was speaking. Yo, I seen D pull up when he got the caddy. Remember when you got the caddy, D, when you was with Verizon?
Yeah.
Remember when you first got, I see D come through, I be on Grafton Street, I see D with the caddy. I'm like, that look like, oh, this dude, man. Yo, D, how up, D?
Look how D grabbed his son, like, yeah.
Hey, yo, he was like, earmuffs. Put the earmuffs on. Earmuffs in the room. Hey, yo, earmuffs. Yo, Derek was the coolest white dude I've ever met. Then he introduced me to Marty, and it was over. It was over.
He lost stripes after that.
Hey, yo, like it was over.
I thought
like,
you was the coolest.
To this day, Marino Palermo still gets in contact with my kids, bro, to this day, son.
He's on a yacht right now. I tried to get him on here.
Yo, to this day, D.
Marty's too cool for school, man.
Yeah. Hey, yo, people don't understand the stories, bro. Like, yo, I tell people the story all the time. Demarr, you probably remember this night, man, with Damian Rutherford. He came back with the police, and everybody was like, yo.
With the jail.
I know.
I
do
remember that.
I'm like, yo, that's crazy. He came back with the cops. Like, yo, it was him. He's cool. Get that nigga, too.
Hood. He was acting hood, too.
He said, yo, I'll come back. I thought he would say my man's is outside. He said the boys are outside. So when we were leaving the house, yo, he's like, Rashad. He said, Rashad, shut up and let them search you. I went fucking ape shit. I said, what?
Yo, I think we put, real shit. I think we put the burners in the freezer, nigga. I think we put the burners in the freezer that night.
You saved my life that night. Before I went downstairs.
Yo, put that shit in the freezer.
Hey, and then you wonder why. You wonder why we was hungover every game. This is why. This is why we was hungover every game.
Nah, but no bullshit. Prince had the sickest parties ever, though. No bullshit.
Automatically.
We would talk about that shit all the time, yo. We didn't even drink. Like, we used to get kegs and shit. It was for the white boys. They used to come over here and drink. D used to bring like 3-4 bad bitches. Remember the time Marty fell, tripped over the stop sign. The stop sign never flipped over. He didn't drop the beer. Keep it going, yo. I'm in Orlando.
Yo, that shit is funny as hell.
So then I had to deal with all that bullshit because Kern be like, yo, you need to talk to these motherfuckers.
I used to be like, yo, Lou, my bad, bro. I used to be like, Lou, I'm sorry.
Those parties used to be off the chain, man. Those parties were the real deal.
I used to always apologize to Lou, like, yo, my bad, Lou. I didn't know, like, it's going to be that crazy.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, though.
Hold up. Wait.
Practice time and come game time, Prince was always ready, man. That dude.
Nah, yo, it was funny, man, because I remember when we went to the Y, it was the first time I see Rashad, Diego. They had Terry, they had Big Terry, and they had somebody else, and Kerm was getting buckets. It was me and Kerm, and then it was Rashad, Diego. I forgot what it was, but it's my first time at the Y. I had no idea what was going on, son. Personals everywhere. Kerm dunked on Terry. Like, it was crazy. Like, it was Kermit and Diego going at it. I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Damon Austin was there. I'm like, damn, nigga, what'd you bring me in here for? They about to jump me, nigga. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, Swift.
They don't make them like that no more.
Nah, Kerm was a real one.
Where'd you come from, though? Where'd you come from when you went to Quincy State? You came from Boston?
Yeah, from Boston. Sammy and Kerm came to get me, nigga. They came to the project. Some dude was like, yo, there's some dude in a Jaguar looking for you. I was like, me? This nigga pulls out with Sammy. I'm like, yo, they running up on us? I'm like, what the fuck? And they're like, yo, you're Prince? I'm like, yeah. They're like, yo, we coming to go up to Quinsigamond. And it was over after that, bro. I just stayed up there with him. I don't know if y'all remember. I stayed with him like the first. Yo.
Tell him what you wore. Tell him what you wore the first day when you came up.
What I wore? A suit or some shit?
Yeah, you did.
Hey, yo, they brought me from the bricks to Worcester. I didn't even know what Worcester was, bro.
Right.
Yo, Kerm, remember? Yo, do you remember Kerm's big ass Jaguar with the 2 tanks, nigga?
Absolutely, absolutely.
It was a long ass ride. I'm in the backseat, like, I don't know what's going on. I just wanted the chance to get out the bricks, nigga. Kerm came and got me, man. He was like, yo, you
saved
stay
your
with
life.
Me.
Christ saved your life, man.
To this day, I still thank him, bro. I just thanked that nigga like 6 months ago. Like, yo, to this day, I still thank him, bro. So Louis too. Louis was my brother, nigga. Louis' father decked out my whole crib, nigga, with all his used furniture, missing legs, missing drawers. Well, fucking nigga, I take
it. Remember, we went and got crates for the bed. Remember that?
Yo, Lou, you by yourself?
Yeah, of course.
Yo, remember my first night in Worcester? We met them 2 bitches at Gold's Pizza and we smashed on the floor.
Yo, is this live and being recorded, my mom?
Yes. Yo.
Hey, yo,
Lou.
No,
don't
that
try to
wasn't
be
me,
Mr.
Pete.
Good Coach. Cut it out.
Wait. Pete, you got me confused with B Hops. That was it.
Yo, put it on. Yo, that's crazy. Put it on D Hop. Look at.
Yo, let me tell you,
Hop
man.
told his son, go to the back.
Yo, he was like, yo, don't you have a PlayStation 5 and Xbox 6? Anything to play with? Go play with something.
PS5.
Son,
yo, but I'll tell you what though, like I was saying, come practice time, come game time, P was always ready. There was one thing I hated though, this fucking dude, man. Whenever Kern would make us run and shit, this motherfucker, I've never heard this saying until he said it. He ran by me and said, now read my number.
Facts.
And he was jogging, he was running past me, said, now read my number. And I look at his number, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker talking shit. Like, he just blew by me. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I ran past him. I was like, read my number. Yo, us 2 idiots just running around telling each other, read our numbers. That made us better, though. I promise you, man, I always tell everybody Louis was one of the best teammates I ever had. That nigga would score 0. But what he did in practice would prepare us, bro. Louis would pick up 94 feet. Louis would be the 1, the 2, the 3. Somebody got hurt. Louis was the 4. Georgie was the 5. Louis did everything, and he couldn't jump over a fucking newspaper.
I agree.
When I tell you I scored 23 against Rashad, I ain't gonna lie to you about that.
I'll never forget, man. The day he hit 23, we had the newspaper.
Never scored 23 in your life, not even on a PlayStation game. So when you said the 23, I was like, get the fuck. You ain't never scored 23 on fucking Atari or Coleco.
Yo, we had our best games. We had our best games against Becker. Pete, what you have against Becker?
Well, one game I had like 39, 16, 15, and 11. Barry Glinsky framed that shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Barry Glinsky.
So Prince, you was there for the season. Y'all won 3 games?
I came exactly after that season. Nigga, Kerm came and recruited. He brought me, Sammy, Georgie. He brought Derek. He brought Jason Price. He brought you. He brought you. Yeah. Nigga, we started out like 11-0. Remember, we got ranked like 30 in the nation.
Oh no, I remember. No, I remember.
Yeah, nigga, we was on fire, nigga. Yo, Kerm was like 30 piece. Yep, they beat us last year by 20. We win about 30. So no more.
Oh, yes. It was personal.
There was that UConn Avery team. Their locker room was
let me tell you something about him, like, right? No matter where I'm at, yo, this dude, I love that dude so much. Yo, this dude send me money. I look on my books and I'm looking, and he sent me money. I haven't seen him in years.
That's
and
real.
he sent me money, bro. And I'm like, damn. So I seen him right before I went on this last one. And I hugged him. I'm like, yo, thank you so much. I was about to leave and go do another one. And he's like, you'll always, no matter where you at, I always find you, man. This dude was overseas somewhere sending me bread, bro, when I was locked, bro.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yo, Kerm is that's a stellar dude, man.
Nigga, I named my son. I named my son Choopy after Kerm, bro. Real shit, nigga. Like Kerm was like Kerm,
man.
Nigga, Kerm.
I know you. I know
man.
you and Lou Prince. You and Lou and Kerm. Y'all was tight. I was like,
yo, Louis was my man, yo. When I tell you, Louis' dad, nigga,
I know.
Louis was like, yo, Dad, Prince is moved in from Boston. He needs furniture. We went to some crib that Louis' dad used to, man, I don't know. We took everything out that motherfucker. Crates, mattresses, yo, everything for my room, son. Yo, Louis' dad, yo, to this day, I still be like, yo, I love Lou like a brother, bro, to this day.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
to this
dope,
day.
man.
We used to work at the ice cream shop together, too. Remember that?
Yeah. Yo, that was fucking legendary, nigga. That was legendary. Yo, Lou, the shit we used to do at the ice cream shop.
JB Scoops or something?
Yeah.
I remember that shit.
You remember the
JB Scoops.
You got a memory like an elephant.
My memory's crazy. Yo, my memory's crazy, but I don't ever remember Lou scoring 23 points.
Yo,
Swift, you got your ring?
Yeah, I got it, man. Yo, I gave it to my son,
shit.
man.
I just got mine. Like a year and change ago.
I remember. I never forget. You was like, I'm gonna get that motherfucker. This was 20 years ago, nigga. I swear to God, you said you gonna get it, nigga. I remember, man. I remember,
real quick. The only reason I got it, I said this before you got on, but I gotta repeat it so you know. The only reason I got it is my boys. They both got rings. They both won rings, national championships with their high school, with their prep school. So they walking around floss. I'm like, yo, I got a ring too. They're like, yeah, all right. I'm like, yo, you know what? I picked up the phone. I called Lou. Lou picked up the phone, called Kern. We connected. I said, yo, I need that. That's the only reason I got it. Otherwise, I would have just let it rock. I'm like, yo, I got this because y'all gonna know that you got this for me too. I know Mom's is nice and she's in Hall of Fame or what's the Hall of Fame, and she got 1,000 points in high school.
Well deserved, well deserved.
Yeah. And she right here too, but she's camera shy, so she ain't gonna jump on. But the point is, Pops was getting to it too, so don't front on me. You
guys set that up to make the super athletes. You guys ain't fooling nobody.
A lot of people do not know this, but Mario Horton was supposed to come on our team that year, and he fucked up. I think he did something where he didn't pass the paperwork in.
I spoke to Mario earlier.
That would have been ugly.
Imagine him and Sam. Holy
you kidding me?
Ugly.
To this day, Mario will be like, yo, my bad, big dog.
He's one of the best dudes ever. Mario's one of the nicest dudes you're ever going to meet in your entire life, man.
Yo, that would have been ugly if you played.
You are not lying. Mo was literally the biggest, softest teddy bear you would ever meet in your life. He'd be double-fisted at Sunnis, but he had your back.
I don't care how tall he is. He's 7'7" in my eyes, dude. He's huge. It's fucking awesome. He's got a heart of gold too, man. A heart of fucking gold.
Yo, funny story about Mo, right? He came up here one summer. We're downstairs in the boys' club. Me and him are playing. Yo, we played for like hours. We're down there sweating. We're fighting. We're jumping off the wall at the boys' club, dunking. He left and went back to Detroit. We were like 11. Yo, the next time I seen him, we were like 13 or 14. This dude was like 6 foot something. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like,
he's
yo,
sprouted up, right?
I said, yo, are you know Mario, you his brother or something? Like, what happened to him? he's like, yo, cuz, this is me, man. I'm like, how did that happen? Because I hadn't even got a growth spurt yet. Yo, he grew out, because I was like taller than him when he came that summer. Bro, he grew so fucking fast. I was like crazy. Yo, long story crazy, right? This dude ended up being, our families are from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, right? My grandfather and his grandmother are first cousins, bro. And they left. His grandmother and them went to Detroit. My grandfather and them came down here. Never even knew that. So when he was saying crazy and all that, come to find out, before my grandfather died, he was asking me about their grandmother and do I know all those kids? And he's like, some of them are half. And whatever, my grandfather was mad country. So I was like, and he told me who? And I'm like, wait. And he said, who? And I'm like, wait, I know. So when I told him, he's like, what? That's your grandfather? I'm like, yeah. He's like, what the? So come to find out, bro, we were really dead ass related, man.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Alabama.
That's crazy.
We'll build family super teams next time. Because that's a pretty crazy start right there.
Yo, and the funny thing is too, like Mario, not for nothing, man. Lil Mo was a problem, man. Little Mo was he broke every scoring record I had at Quinsigamond, son. Little Mo was a professional bucket getter. Like all the kids, like what's that? I mean, we talking about like from y'all era, like Larry Hampton. You know, what's the other dude from Plumlee, the one that scored all the points at Vogue? I forgot his name.
Dwayne
Anderson. Yes, like yo, Worcester had some ball players. Like when I went to Worcester from Boston, I'm like, yo, these niggas is trash. And then I see all the dudes. Yo, they talk about, I never forget, man. I go to Crompton, right? This is the funniest. I go to Crompton. I'm like, bro, we got 5. We got next week getting off the court. Mark Berry comes. Y'all know Mark Berry. I don't know who he is. Mark Berry got foam on his mouth. He's high as hell. I'm like, ain't no way this crackhead is nice. Son, he had every single point. Like, I'm like, this is dude. They're like, yo, that's Mark Berry.
You know,
I'm like, I don't know who that is.
Muddy Waters.
He was
unreal, bro.
He a legend.
Yo, I had no idea who Mark Berry was, but ever since then, when I seen him, I gave him that. I would always see him with fella, like, yo, what up, fella? And I would see them together, and I'd be like, yo, this dude is nice. Like, you can tell when somebody nice. It's in their drip. Yeah. Like,
Demarr had that.
Nice.
That happened when Demarr had to play Rufus in Framingham.
Hey, yo, remember the Framingham trips? They used to call you foul. Rufus. I hated that.
I didn't hear you, Rob. What did you say?
Remember Rufus? Charles took us out there.
Yo, Rufus was for real, bro.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was an OG. He was an old head too, and I was like, oh, this dude ain't like that. Yo, my man was pulling up from everywhere.
Facts.
And it was mad slow and just
Facts.
like
tie your sneaker, young man. Tie your sneaker, young boy.
Yeah.
He told me, I was checking him. He's like, tie your sneaker. And
I was right beside you. I remember.
I'm like, yo, this dude is cooking me. I'm like, I wasn't expecting this, so I'm just like, whatever, this old dude. But Rufus was like that, bro.
We used to go to Framingham. We tried to go there every Saturday. We used to go up there to Framingham every Saturday. What I didn't like is that they used to call a foul for you. I didn't like that. He was like, yo, check out. I'm like, what?
They called a foul for you. Yo, Swift. Nobody knows exactly what happened with the accident. Tell me what happened with the accident.
I'll never forget, bro. We had won a big game. We started out the season 3-0 my second year. We all went out. So me, Marty, Kerm, we went to the Palladium, right? We went to I think D was there too. We went to the Palladium. The black dudes went to the black nightclub across the street from the Palladium. Like, I forgot the name of it, whatever. So Kerm was like, yo, where everybody at? I'm like, yo, I got Jeff Corsick because he's wet. So I got Jeff. So Marty's like, yo, I'm gonna go across the street. And I'm like, yo, let me go across the street. I'm gonna go to, I forgot the name of the black club that was across the street at that time.
Marquee.
Yeah, the Marquee. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm gonna go to the Marquee and grab him. I'll meet y'all right back here. Son, I cross the street. I literally get, what was the club that was across the street from the Palladium, directly across the street?
Irish Times.
Yo.
I think it was,
Yo, I crossed the street at that crosswalk where Irish Times is at. I don't know if y'all remember, the parking lot was a dirt parking lot right next to it.
Yeah.
Some dude pulls out of there, man. He just clips me, bro. He keeps going.
Man.
So that was that accident. What about the accident on the Quinsig bus? Y'all was headed to it. Y'all was headed to the game.
Son, that was crazy. Yo, who's the assistant coach you let drive? What was his name? Roz. Son, yo, Kerm let Roz drive, son. And I don't know what happened, bro. Roz lost control, man. We almost died, bro.
So you don't even know what happened. You was on the
bus. We was. Everybody was like, he might have been sleeping too. Like we was not. That nigga, he needed some no-dos. I don't know what happened, bro. Yo, we almost died, Brody. Like, yo, there was another time too. Yo, D, I don't know if you remember this one, man. Either Derek or Demarr, y'all might remember. We go to UConn every point. Yo, we're up 30, and we're talking hella shit to them, right? Kerm calls a timeout. And he cusses us out. We're like, yo, we're up 30. And he's like, yo, so we just, literally I put it in reverse. I just stopped hooping. I was like, all right, man, whatever. Yo, we lose the game, son.
I remember that.
Yo, this dude, Kerm, yo, he didn't even let us take a shower. He was like, everybody
on the bus.
On the bus right now.
Yo, I think somebody was I think Sam might have been butt naked. Like literally, like son. We get on the bus, sour face. Kurt, I don't know if you noticed if you could do 130 miles in a fucking 12 passenger van, but Kurt was doing it, nigga. He gets pulled over somewhere in Connecticut, son. They bag him. They ask for license and registration. They give it to him, right? They give Kerm like a $400 ticket. The dude says, yo, I don't bring you to jail because literally all these guys have to walk home. So he gave Kerm a ticket. And then he's like, all right, have a good day. Yo, Kerm takes off. We're like, yo, this dude is tripping. The cop he just let us go. We was in the back like, yo, who's driving us home, son? Because we ain't making it.
You got a memory like an elephant, too.
How about the club behind the podium when we shut it down that night?
Yo, you remember that? That was crazy. Not only did we shut it down, keep it a buck. We chased them dudes to Park Ave and we cornered them in.
I remember that.
Millennium. The club was called Millennium.
Yeah, Club Millennium.
I don't even remember what that was about. They was in there trying to act brawling though.
No, it was. I think they went to Beck or something like that. We didn't know him. But
they were in there acting brawling.
They went to the state
brawling.
Son, as soon as big ass Rashad showed up, they niggas changed their tune. They was like,
Rashad was on go.
Please.
Rashad was on go all the time. Too.
On go mode. I was like, yo. I was like, okay.
Yo,
we chased him all the way up Park Ave.
Shit out of my cousin Kyle, man.
Yeah.
They beat the shit out of Kyle and his girl. The cop beat the shit out of them. And KJ.
I remember
KJ and Ken. Yeah, they beat the shit out of them, man.
You know how many times I had to like cool this guy down, man? Oh my goodness. But guess what? There was days though that there was no cooling him down. Sometimes he just give you that look, and I'm like, yo, all right, do whatever you gotta do, man.
Yeah, you gotta let him rock. Yeah,
dude, I gotta just because there's sometimes he don't like people getting between him when he's ready to go. If he's not to that point yet, then you can talk to him a little bit. I can say
though, I bet you he's on the right side every time. 95.
But once he gets to that point though, and I'm like, yo, chill. And he looked at me and I'm like, yo, because I ain't trying to get hit. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't have listen, because he'll do it. He'll do it, and then he'll apologize later. I've seen him do it to a couple cats that we rock with. And it's real quick. It's real quick. And you know what he does? I'm gonna keep it a rack. This is what he does. I'm gonna let you go, Rob. He does it with his left hand because he doesn't really want to do no major damage.
Too much damage.
He rocks with you. So he's like, he'll look at you and it'll be quick with the left hand, like, and then leave you. And then, you know what I'm saying?
That's strategy.
That's because he liked you. Imagine if he didn't like you, straight right
that's
to the teeth like chick
That's
flicks,
what I'm saying.
spitting them out.
I'm so glad nobody ever killed me, bro.
Nah.
Man.
Not
these days, nowadays and age, I wouldn't have made it these days, man.
Oh no, they don't play that. They don't play like that. Nobody fights no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
Nah, man.
So the whole time,
I don't know how we got to fight, and I think it's because Rashad's here.
That's right.
So the whole time I'm telling Kerm, yeah, they good. They chilling. He's in his room. He ain't doing nothing. These dudes they're getting ready for the next day of school. These motherfuckers out there party.
Yo, we used to be everywhere. So we was everywhere. We used to be in Pine Manor up Route 9. We was everywhere, man.
Yo, imagine if we didn't party in between. Like this would have been like
what's crazy?
Would have been disgusting, bro.
And Prince never drank. That was nuts.
Still don't.
And he was the livest of the party all the time.
He's like that. He's like that naturally. He just keeps that energy naturally, bro.
That dude, he's a legend in Boston, man. Everywhere I go, all these refs, even to this day, they're like, yo, you play at Quinsig, right? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yo, you from Boston? You know Prince? Oh, Prince, you know Prince? Oh shit! I'm like,
one of those kids grew up with new Prince that we were fighting with for Worcester State. A couple of them.
For real?
That was Steel. Yeah, Steel. Yeah.
Steel. Yup.
Yeah. I remember that. Damn, you do got a good fucking memory, God.
Yo, he got a memory like an elephant, man.
One of those kids is on the Boston Detectives. I watch him on there. The one that was his name is I know there was a kid, Frankie, and then
Frankie Packett,
and then the other kid is a Boston PD now. He's a detective. He's on the show.
Oh,
That's
for real?
crazy.
He went to Worcester State. Yeah, all them dudes we were fighting with, man. Yo, and them dudes were all over 6 feet, but they felt they acted like they was 5 feet.
Yo,
Yeah,
I'm telling
they
you,
were big boys. They were big boys.
Hey, listen, man, you know what it's like to catch somebody on the middle of Park Ave, right where that Walgreens is at, and block them in with 2 cars, son, in the middle of the road?
That was
Yo,
crazy.
in fact, I do.
Doors.
No,
Son.
not that part of Park Ave.
We
was
did
on
some
10.
shit out of a this was all unplanned. It was one, the other one, where y'all going?
We was on 10. We was on 10.
It was go time. It was go time. Oh
crazy.
man,
You know what's crazy though? It's crazy is that if I'm right, when you graduated from Quinsigamond, you made the dean's list, right?
I did. Yeah.
What?
Graduated at
Motherfucker,
3.9.
He's mad smart, bro.
Good
Boy,
for
man.
man. Hell yeah.
I got on.
Good for you.
It's funny you said that, man, because the girl that was a valedictorian at Quinsigamond, she went to Harvard, and she was like, "Yo, I used to see you all the time. I didn't know you were smart." I'm like, "Yo, that's crazy." Because I'm like, "Yo, that's funny. I never thought you noticed me." And then come to find out, man, she ended up committing suicide at Harvard, bro.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy, son. Like, yo, it's a small world, man. Her roommate was bullying her, bro. She ended up committing suicide at Harvard, son. The valedictorian of our class. Huh?
That's crazy.
Oh, that kid's name that's on the Boston PD's name is Miles.
Oh, I remember Miles Lawton. Yeah.
He's a cop. He's a Boston detective. His father was a detective, yeah.
Yeah, I know Miles well, man. Damn, that's crazy. So there's a show with the police in Boston now?
Yeah, he's on that show. Yup.
That's crazy.
Yup. It's nuts.
I heard about the cop that died out there like a couple weeks ago, man. Manny.
Oh,
man.
Manny, God rest his soul, man. Yeah.
Rest his peace, bro. Manny was a good dude, bro. He's a good one,
Real
man.
good dude. Real
Damn,
good
man.
He was solid. He was solid too.
Nah, son, facts. He was a cool cat, bro. Yeah. I heard about that shit. I called my man like, yo, what happened? He said he jumped in to save some kids and he couldn't even swim.
Right. That's which is crazy.
That's
Think
crazy.
about it, right?
But he was Manny could swim.
Manny
was a lifeguard.
So then maybe it was the weight vest and all that.
Yeah. The weight.
You don't know what's going to put his gun down. He couldn't put his gun down, and he had to keep his gun and his gold belt with him because people are on the shoreline. So that's what brought him down.
And it could have been whoever the kid was, rest in peace. Yeah. He could have brought him down. He could have brought him down because he was panicking.
Yeah. Yo, you know what? Though, listen, when I first heard the situation, I said, whoever the kid was swimming there is not from Worcester because nobody swims there. Yo, dead ass, and the kid ended up being from Virginia. He's not from here. And where he jumped in at, there was no sign. So I'm like, nobody jumps in Green Hill Pond, bro.
Wow.
Nobody from here is going to jump in Green Hill Pond. First of all, that shit looks crazy.
Right.
Nobody swims there.
Yeah, so that shit was nuts. Yo, fellas, man, I'm going to have to let you guys go because I got to take a shit, right? And I've been passing gas and the whole time, bro. And I don't want I would have took you guys in the bathroom with me because I don't care. You
could have just said you had to go.
Yo, God bless you all, man. Hey, we're all over 40, man. We made it, man. God bless you guys, man.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Hey, yo, I swear we was on borrowed time, pal. I swear.
Yo, you ain't never lied. You ain't never lied, P, man.
Let's keep it going, man.
Thanks, man. Yo, everybody, man.
Luke, you never had 23. Stop lying.
23, Rashad.
You're lying, bro.
I need to see the paper.
Hey, yo.
Y'all are lying.
Yo, Google that shit. Google it.
I'm going
to. Look at Marty's here.
Hey, yo, D,
Marty's in the building.
Miss you guys, bro. Miss you, D. Yo, congratulations
on the yacht,
real, man.
Yeah, wait a second.
Yo, wait. We got like 5 more minutes. Marty's in the building.
Marty's on a yacht right now.
He's on a yacht. Marino. Oh no.
Yo, what's good, Marty? Man, this dude's living the life.
Hey, Marty!
Living the life.
What up, Marty?
What's up, Marty, Ma?
His
He's on
audio.
the water.
Marty's phone is on.
Look at it.
I guarantee you.
Did he just throw that kid? Did he just throw that bear in the water? I think he just threw that bear in the water.
That is phenomenal. His audio was on, I don't know.
Yo, that right there was Marty in 10 seconds, man. That was Marty, the one-man party right there in 10 seconds.
That's what it is,
That was Marty.
Man.
Is he
That was
coming
my
back?
roommate.
Is that how we leave it? Do we leave it
Yo.
like that?
Yo, you cannot drop the mic any better than that, man. Marty Ball,
Absolutely.
the one-man party, bro.
That is
Absolutely.
fantastic.
But what a phenomenal run, fellas. I had so much fun that year, man. And it was like, it wasn't planned. I just told these guys before y'all got on. Like me personally, I thought I was going to Division I. I was like, I'm out of here. And then I ended up back here. Yeah, I ended up back here, man. And then it just so happened I ended up with y'all. But that was a phenomenal run. And it's my only ring I ever got.
Only one you need, brother.
I got gypped out of rings in high school. You know what I'm saying? I should have had one probably with New Bedford High. I should have had one with North High. Whatever. Didn't get it. It's the only one I got, and it's all that matters, baby.
Awesome,
you know what I'm talking
Facts.
about?
Awesome.
You know what I'm talking about?
Facts.
Hey,
Sir.
Derek sent me a picture earlier. He's got his all fucking on a Derek. Where's the ring? He sent me a picture.
I don't take mine off. Y'all had yours since we got them. I just got mine a year or so ago. I don't take mine off. My wife be laughing at me. I'm like, yo,
Dude,
that is awesome
that you chased it 20 years later.
Yo, listen, I swear to God, I literally was off the street to Worcester, right? I remember Louis telling me, like, yo, you just gotta listen to him. He's trying to turn you into a ball player. When I stepped foot in Worcester was when my life changed. I promise you. Meeting these guys right here changed my life. Yo, it got to the point where I never went back to Boston. I went back a couple times, missed the train, missed the game. Louis, remember? Louis was like, he was like my caretaker, and Kern would hold him responsible. So after a while, I was like, yo, Lou, my bad. I got tired of apologizing. I was like, fuck it, I got to man up, man. And I never, ever, ever went back to Boston, bro. And I just stayed.
That's good shit right there. I love that.
Yeah, man. Love you.
Thank you for coming on.
I love you, bro.
Man.
Thank you for coming on tonight.
This is so ill. This is so ill, man. We got to do this once again, man. Maybe in the future, man. Try to get more guys. Get Sammy. I want to Sammy on.
Yo, trust me. If y'all want stories, let me know. We can do this whole week. We can do this once a month.
We'll do it every Friday night, bro. We'll do it every Friday night if you want.
Yo, you guys are gonna be like, how does this guy remember? Yo, we had so much fun, man. Literally, like I'm from Boston, bro. When people be like, where I'm from, I'm like, I'm from Worcester, man, by way of Boston. Every single time, man. Every single time.
That's dope. Well, I'm from New Bedford, but guess what? I claim.
Facts.
I claim Worcester. You know what I'm saying? So I've been here since '93. I've been here since '93, man. So hey, I can't go claiming another city, man. I've been here since '93. It's way too long. Way too many years, man.
Hell yeah.
So
I ain't gonna hold
it is what it is, man.
We gotta wrap it up. They're gonna shut us down in a second. Thank you for coming
Big love,
on.
man.
Hey,
Big love.
Prince,
Yo,
thank you very
D.
much. Louis, thank you. Very nice.
Appreciate y'all having me, man.
We'll do it
I
again.
miss all of y'all, man. Be safe, man. D, congratulations on the kid. Lou, good luck with coaching. Demarr, your boys, man, they're gonna get cut a check, but they're gonna be play professional somewhere, son. Trust me.
I appreciate it. I need that number too. I'm gonna get that number from Lou.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
Right,
Spread the love, man. Love y'all, man.
All of y'all. I'll talk to all of y'all soon. One love. Good
Guys,
luck, Mike.
Derek, thank you, my man. We put this together. Thank you for getting these guys in there. We appreciate it. You guys have a good night, man. Be safe.
D, stay up, D.
Peace.
Take care, guys.